I'm Wes Forsythe, and between science and ignorance, there is filler. And then somewhere else in there, there's this thing called GhostTalk.
And so you gotta like dig, and then you gotta look, and then...
Welcome back to Wednesday, to the most active paranormal show on YouTube. I am Aaron G. Thompson, and with me, well, I'll say as always, maybe in the future we'll just keep this regular, but for right now, he was nice enough to loan us a very extended interview here. Anthony, over there at Local Hauntings, his information and links and stuff are all going to be down below, but Anthony, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Wednesday. Are you excited for New Year's?
I am. I got some crazy stuff planned. Not really. No. Kidding.
I should.
Hopefully you guys had a great holidays over there as well. And looking forward to the New Year's as well.
Guys, just to let you know, as we enter the new year, 2017, the Ghost Crier team does have an event. So if you're in the local area, in the further area of the United States, heck, if you're in the UK, take a plane right on over to Moline, Illinois, where we're in an old Masonic temple, never been investigated before, group event. We'll feed you. I'm going to do a presentation. We're going to have another guy do a historical presentation. Another guy do a technical presentation. So, and I think we're going to end with like hot chocolate or something. I believe that's going to be a conclusion. So that's awesome. That's happening, guys. So links below. But let's jump right back into this interview. What do you guys say? Anthony, so you've created Local Hauntings, of course. And the concept is a couple teams battle it out in a sense, or they get score or scare points. And we'll even discuss that further on. I'm totally interested with that. But right now, I'm interested in diving a little bit more into the overall concept or maybe even end game of the series or the idea and the interactive aspect of the show. Are we talking social media? Or are we talking, website or phone calls, or how interactive is this?
We're gonna try to make it interactive. We are working on an app. So, if we're doing anything live, we always have people that are able to actually watch us film.
Okay. That's awesome.
There's like a limited, so if they're locals, they'll be asked to be interviewed about that location because, they would know the location best. So our teams have that available to them as well. We pretty much just wanted to make it as interactive as possible. So all the social media platforms, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
right,
the whole shebang. Plus the Local Hauntings app. We're designing a little character named Boo. He's our, pretty much mascot kind of, the ghost that you see. He's making his own show about humans. It's all interactive as well. It's just pretty much the opposite of Local Hauntings. It's pretty much, hopefully, we get a large scale, people that actually, are interactive with us and grow, and because we have plans to make an international Local Hauntings.
Good. Think big. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it has a foundation that would accompany an idea going national very well, complement that. I want to pull back to Boo real quick. I love it, by the way. And I'm going to share a really cheesy joke that I tried out on somebody today. So I don't expect you to laugh. I'll put a laugh track in there later. Be hilarious. So I think Boo's slogan, now since I guess my joke is turning to his slogan, he should, look at the camera and be like, I put the Boo, and boom, drops the mic. Disappears. What? I think we're onto something, guys. You're welcome.
We might have to put that in the budget.
That's, I like it. I love it. So with the interaction idea, do you have? I know I kind of joked about it on the show when we were talking about originally when we first saw the article and really engaged with it. Is it going to be kind of a voting aspect too, where the audience will pick, or do you want a little more control than that? Because that can get pretty.
Popular vote kind of
Okay.
theory. Yeah, you're thinking about, but no, we want the votes to be honest. So it's only gonna be like one person a vote.
Right.
So you can't do multiple votes.
Okay.
We're actually gonna set up. Hopefully, the after show would be a live 30-minute segment.
There you go.
Right after the episodes airs, we have Devin Marble from what was his show? He was on Fact or Fake Paranormal
Oh,
Files.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
Interested in hosting it and joining us for season 1, which would be a ball. And so pretty much the after show is a Q&A. And plus they show live results of how voting's going. And, location gives a lot of, evidence and a lot of more stuff that we, run out of time to put in the episode. All that stuff will be there as well. And then you'll find out your project assignments. We're going to give the audience not homework.
Okay.
It's more like fun, interactive. If they want to watch all the footage from that investigation, that location, we break it down into 2 teams. You can watch one team or you can watch the other team.
Right.
If you find something that we have missed, you'll get a reward of joining us. And on the talk show. So it's fun and interactive that way as well. It's all like a learning experience as well.
Oh, of course. I think media is, be honest with you, because you have to evolve and react and adapt. The community's changing, the generations are changing. I mean, you just have to make sure it's new, it's interesting. I know when I first was getting into this, I was obsessed. It was like the late 90s. They had a website that had a camera up at an old library. And I guess it was a haunted library. Man, it like snapped pictures every 30 seconds or something. For some reason, I just, for hours, just looked at it going, come on, I'm going to see a ghost. I'm going to see it. With that in mind, are you going to have cameras running the whole time in the places? Found an EVP.
There are, there's going to be some, hotspots. Obviously, it's going to have a constant 24/7 a DVR system set up.
Oh.
For the larger locations, we'll try to do our best to cover as much ground and just let the 2 teams do their, best and do, what they do on a regular basis. Try to capture some more evidence. Or just view evidence. I don't like using capture because they're not really capturing yet. They're just viewing what's going on. They're observing.
Yeah.
And if they get lucky, they get lucky. If a spirit, it's about respecting what once was living, or if it's demonic, hopefully it doesn't attach.
Right.
Both teams take protocols before they investigate, so we just try to, collect data of the paranormal and hope for the best.
Right. Now, with the that's cool that you're gonna do like a protection, maybe ceremony, or you're gonna do that. Key elements really to an investigation. At the same time, though, it really is dependent on the team themselves. Do you require, out of curiosity, for a team that's maybe, let's say, a group of atheists that are pretty much scientific prone? I mean, would that be something that we would still want to do with them? When I say atheism or atheists, really what I'm talking about is religion. No religion affiliation. As an example, I'm an atheist. I go in there scientific. I feel like I'm in the Matrix sometime, right? I see a whole grid. Like, absolutely, there's something there. There's no question, no doubt. I got my own, what I saw and how I communicate. example, I guess with me, I don't do any protection spells. I've never had any, 17 plus years on, never had any. I started off to, because of course getting into it new, but I never really had any scenario or situation that was as dire that I interpreted as dire.
We pretty much let the teams decide if they're going to do that.
Okay.
We have like 2 teams we have now. They're on both members, both members on each team have
Okay.
experienced kind of a haunting, a latching on, as they said. So we want them to feel as comfortable
Of course.
when we film, because it's our job to capture, what they're doing,
Of course.
and so it's pretty much up to the teams if they want to, do all that. There's no restrictions. So yeah.
But that's cool, though. I mean, that's cool that it's such an open environment that you could use your tactics and your own styles. Because I could be doing completely wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not too big to say that. And yeah, attachments aren't they're not no joke. So yeah, you definitely have to respect the scenarios and the situations. Very cool, very cool. I'm excited, Anthony, to see really how the teams.
We've casted 2 pretty great teams. That's what I like about them. One team's older and built of retired police officers and highway patrol. And the other team is just characters, and they're all bring their different skill set
Right.
to the team, and it really shows. So they're also younger as well.
Right.
But not too much younger. But there's a 15-year gap.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's really fun seeing both of them and what they do and how they do it differently. And we just want to, do the best results to try to find the scare score for that location.
Yeah, of course.
The teams don't really see too much.
Okay.
We try to keep them separate so there's no, they might have heard this, so the other team tries to do that. So
Fair
we try to
enough.
keep it pretty much them separate.
Okay.
And then on the last day, compare evidence. At the end of the episode, they'll compare evidence of what they both captured, and they'll get their post interviews because the sleepovers and
Right.
what their opinion is the scare score is for that location, and then the voting will start for what the audience thinks and who did it better.
Very cool. Very cool. You know what? I think we jibber jabbered a lot for a Wednesday show.
Right.
I hate to do this, everyone, guys, but yeah, we're closing up Wednesday's episode. I think we got a lot of awesome conversation. Of course, Anthony, you join us again on Friday, right?
Maybe
Maybe
do it
man.
live.
The dude's busy. But appreciate his time. And guys, if you really do support, someone or a team, a unit, us that are, trying to make something out of, professionally, I should say, out of ghost hunting, please go to patreon.com/ghostcrier. See if, you can really push your own personal, professional team, in a pocket. We can go to the bar and drink. It's that kind of team. So we want to, we definitely want to support you and you support us. So awesome. Perfect. Cool. Anthony, where could we find you?
You can find me on any social media at I am Anthony Daniel. I try to keep it simple because if they found out my real last name, they're like, "What? That's crazy," and they'll get lost. So I keep it simple, and they can vote at localhauntings.tv because voting's still going on. So yeah.
Nice, awesome, cool. Yeah, all our links down below, guys. GhostCrier.com. It's a place, it's a thing. Stay with us. And today, Wednesday, your ghost achievement is activated.
Slam the door. You're shaking, scared. Live your life with so much fear. Wipe your eyes, hide your tears. Stop. Let me make this clear. This about you and me. No blind mutiny. Only para unity. Together we will see Peace.